Welcome to the Office of Residential Tenancies. In this video, we're looking at tenancy agreements. A tenancy agreement is the legal contract where a landlord gives possession of a rental property to a tenant in exchange for rent. It includes the terms or rules of the rental. This agreement can be done in one of two ways, verbally or in writing. A written agreement must include information like the legal names of all parties, the address of the rental property, and the amount of rent that needs to be paid. A complete list of requirements can be found on the ORT website. If the tenancy agreement is verbal, the landlord must still provide their contact information in writing within 20 days of reaching the agreement. Landlords and tenants can choose from different types of rental agreements: week to week, month to month, and fixed-term leases. Monthly or weekly rentals continue until it is lawfully terminated by proper notice. Monthly agreements need 1 month's notice, while weekly agreements need a week. In both cases, tenants must give notice the day before rent is due. For example, if rent is due on the 1st of June and a tenant wants to move out by the end of June, notice must be given by May 31st. Lastly, a fixed-term tenancy is when a landlord and tenant agree on a specific timeframe for the rental. These agreements have a fixed end date. A notice to vacate is not needed because both sides have agreed on an end date from the start. But 2 months before the rental ends, the landlord must either offer terms of renewal or notify the tenant that the lease will not be renewed so that the tenant knows if they need to move out at the end of the term. Here's something to remember. Every tenancy agreement must follow what are called the standard conditions. This is a list of rules that apply to every rental in the province. By law, a copy of the standard conditions must be included with every written tenancy agreement. So how does this work? For example, the standard conditions state that the tenant must leave the property reasonably clean and undamaged. Even if the tenancy agreement requires the tenants to have the carpets professionally cleaned before they move out, the tenant wouldn't have to if the carpets are reasonably clean when they leave. The standard conditions always win. Landlords and tenants should both be familiar with the standard conditions to help ensure a happy tenancies. For more information, please contact our website at www.saskatchewan.ca/ORT